What's up, guys? Hard to see me, so I'll flip this around. That'll help. All right. Little nighttime tales of the iron. I'm going to let some people come through. Oh, T-Money is in the house. Might even just... You guys probably don't even want to look at this. You'll get dizzy. So just listen. Let's get a few more people coming through. Oh, my guys from Mid-South. War Eagles. I'm a little bit fired up. So today, guys, was the first time I've got to see a team compete that I've worked with since being at the college level. And as a coach, it is tough when you're so busy coaching, you don't get to see your athletes compete. You don't get to see the ups and downs, the wins and losses. You don't get to see where somebody needs work, right? When you're watching them compete, regardless of the sport, you get to see, all right, he or she is lacking in conditioning, or he or she is just not tough when they get tired. He or she is not fast. And so today, I got to watch the wrestling team compete. I think the score that we won by was 33-31. Man, the kids showed a lot of heart, but here's what I want to share. Something really cool. About a month ago or so, something like that, I went to watch Iowa wrestling against Princeton. And I knew this about Iowa, what I'm going to share with you, but it just struck a chord with me. That whether a kid won or lost, I'd see the Iowa wrestler. We were in Jadwin Gym, famous Princeton gym, has the indoor track. I'd see the wrestler go and train. So even if the kid won, looked like they were doing like 100 push-ups, sprinting, they were training. And so every time I saw a kid, whether he won or lost, I said, hey man, do a little cool down, walk a little bit, bang out 10 push-ups, get a total of 50 push-ups, or do 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 squat jump push-up, just to get some work in, just to really finish on a high note. And even the guys that lost, I told them, I said, listen, losses happen in wrestling. They serve as a great teacher, meaning somebody beats you, you realize they're more technical than you are. Now you got to work a little bit harder and smarter in practice. Then you got to stay after for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. These are all things that great wrestlers do. They stay after and they work on their weak points. It's very much like what I do when we're training at the underground. I'll tell the guys, make sure my dog doesn't try to attack a car here. It's crazy that my dog thinks she could eat a car. So you stay after and you work on your weak points. And so when I would see a kid lose, I'd say, hey man, it's not the end of the world that you lost. It's over. And now you got to finish on a positive. So how do you finish on a positive? Do 50 push-ups. You'll feel better, You'll feel better because you did something positive for yourself versus sitting down, sulking. And in wrestling, we all lose. In fact, no matter what sport you're in, you're going to lose. You're going to experience the ups and the downs. And those are the times where, especially the down times, where you could really turn it around. You'll learn by doing the work. And in the younger years, we could do that work. The body is not beat up like a college athlete who's in his 5th year, right? So when you're 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, you can do more. Shoney, Purdue Wrestling, hit me up, buddy. Let's talk shop anytime. A couple years ago. Hi, guys. How's it going? Good. Good to see you. And so a couple years ago, some of the Purdue wrestlers stopped by my gym in Edison. Camden Eppert, who's coaching in the college level. Tommy, I forget Tommy's name, but I believe it was 3 guys. And when they came, it was way back. Hey, Charles, talking about the match, buddy. When the Purdue guys came, was back when Rutgers Wrestling was traveling to my Edison Underground Strength Gym for me to train them. So, way back in the day, I was training Division I wrestlers as a team at my gym. It was pretty darn cool. So, guys, the thing that's really hyping me up about today, maybe even more than seeing the guys win and seeing them overcome, they were really at a deficit with points, was seeing everybody work. And so as the match was going on, I saw the JV guys sitting in the bleachers. So I said, hey guys, I know you drilled today at school, then you came here to this school and you guys did some live wrestling and some drilling, so you did work. You worked, but you've been up. Hopefully this dog doesn't get through the electric fence. Well, let's actually turn. Come on. You've been up in these bleachers for an hour, maybe longer. You didn't get a match in. So let's find a way to get you guys better. Why don't you guys come alongside the bleachers and jump rope and do your squats and push-ups. So then a bunch of the kids went down and started working. And it was like, man, this is great. These kids are working. And, in wrestling, not the strongest guy is not the guy who always wins. Because some of the kids on our team were stronger and more physical looking and had more muscle. But they lost to somebody who's more technical. And when you have more technique, you're stronger. You're stronger in those positions, right? Try throwing a baseball the wrong way. You won't be strong. You won't have force production. Throw it the right way. Get better technique. Now you're throwing it even faster. Same thing with running. Try flailing your arms all over the place. You're not going to run fast. Now run properly with proper stride, proper foot placement, proper arm motion. All of those things make you, quote unquote, stronger. Technique is strength. But what's cool is just putting it all together. I guess the thing that hypes me up the most, guys, is everybody doing push-ups. Pretty much everybody did 50 push-ups, win or lose. And one kid who won, he did 100 push-ups and 100 squats. He did 5 sets of 20. And I felt good about it. I was like, all right, man. It was just cool. It's almost a little bit hard to put into words, but I hope that you guys understand that if you are a coach, you need to be doing a lot more than sets and reps. So if you think that what I was encouraging these kids to do was to get strong through push-ups, no. I'm encouraging them to do things that relate to life. I'm encouraging them to do work even after you win. I'm encouraging them to rebound after you lose. And when you lose in life, you could sit down, lay down, and life will keep beating the crap out of you, keep beating you up. Or you can do work and move forward. And ironically enough, had a little break today. And I went on Instagram, try to reply to all the messages everybody sends me. And my buddy Joe DeSena, the founder of Spartan Race, was going on live. And he sees me. He goes, what the heck is Zach Evanesh doing on Instagram at 2 o'clock? I said, I got a 5-minute break before I get to work here. He's like, 5-minute break? What the heck is that? Now, tell you another story. I just saw my high school coach's son pop on, okay? And it was very interesting because I was thinking about him today. Think about this, guys. I'm 44. I graduated high school in 93. And I'm still so much influenced in my life from my high school coach. So, had a few high school coaches, and they all really mean the world to me. So let me talk about Coach Para. Before I even knew him, I thought his last name was Powers. So I thought that was the ultimate last name. Coach Powers. I was like, damn, you have to be a badass with that name. So we were at the gym one of the first gyms I trained out of. Back then, it was mom and pop gyms. There weren't all these chain gyms. There was Gold's Gym and Powerhouse, all right? But this gym was the better gym. It was called Dynamic Fitness. The owner welded everything. Everything up to can't remember if we had 180 or 150 pound dumbbells, but all the squat racks were welded. All the benches were welded together. It was a beast of a gym. And I remember seeing Coach Paris squat, doing legs, 5 sets of back squats, 5 sets of front squats. I said, Coach, you're killing your legs today. He goes, that's right, Zach. You want to be as big as a house, you better build the foundation. And I was like, yes. You see a lot of athletes today, they're allergic to leg day. And I just posted a video. It's Monday. What do I do on Monday? Squat. Sometimes I'll deadlift, but it's something tough. It's not upper body, and that's not because my shoulder's jacked. It's because squats and difficult things set the tone for the day and for the week. It's like you're telling the week, like, I am coming after you and I'm going to destroy you. And I am setting a standard, not just setting the tone. I'm setting a standard for doing difficult things, and I can't be broken, right? That's what you're doing when you're squatting on Mondays. My dog is crazy. And so the lesson for everybody to learn is there's no way around doing the work. Even with the people who argue hard work versus smart work. Yeah, I'm not saying you don't get days off. I'm not saying don't enjoy victory. But a lot of people are not really working hard. And so we're all learning to work. And those 50 push-ups, it put points up on the scoreboard of life for those kids. It made them feel special because even though they just competed, right? The normal thing to do is go and sit down on the bench with the rest of your team. Well, normal actions equate to normal results, which is average. It's just good, right? It's like a B-. It's a C+. We don't want normal. I don't want normal. I don't like to be around normal people. I don't get inspired by normal efforts. Nothing good comes about from being normal, right? Good enough is the death of greatness. And so, guys, when life is tough, when anything is tough, do some push-ups because you're going to put points up on the scoreboard of life. Some food for thought for all of you guys. All right, get on over to zachstrength.com. Get the free training courses and undergroundstrengthcert.com. Talk to you guys soon.